Kia ora collective, welcome to my channel Te Raubai Amber's Sun. Ko Amber toka ingoa, my name is Amber. I'm going to be doing a collective reading. My intention with these readings is to provide clarity, guidance, healing, awareness, inspiration. These readings will not resonate with everybody who watches them. However, thank you for clicking on my video. And I hope that if it resonates for you, that it's able to help you in some way. So I've got 2 tarot decks and an oracle deck. We're going to start with the oracle deck and see what the collective energy is. So take my messages with a grain of salt. These can be for pure entertainment purposes, or they could actually provide you with a message, a personal message, if it resonates. So we've got the Earth Magic Oracle. I'm going to start with the Earth Magic collective energy. Let's tap in. Ooh, ocean. Ebb and flow. Love that. Reminds me of the East Coast. Makarori. For some reason. My favorite beach in the world. Look at the cards. There's so many that I'm not going to take any. But there's something here about the energy of just going with the flow, you know, not pushing against what's happening, accepting the flow of life at the moment. So there may be quite a few, you know, ups and downs. It's all how you roll with it, really. Had one flip over. Ooh, childhood, innocence, yeah, beautiful. Again, we have the sun. Childhood, that's been a theme this week. Actually, yeah, definitely more so this week. There's something about flowing, being childlike, and you know, when you're a kid, new beginnings. Yeah, beautiful. The sun again. When you're a child and you're so lost in play, you know, when you're playing with your cousins or, you know, your siblings, and there's something about this magical childhood innocence and that joy. You get so lost in the moment that everything, like your whole world, seems to just flow. The world looks different when you're a child, right? And there's something really sweet about this energy in this reading for the collective. We have the sun here. I don't know how well you can see in the camera. It's a little bit. But you have the sun and then these rays coming through the clouds with these 2 little children playing. And then we have the sun coming through again, but it's like the dawn. So the sun's going down, but it's representing new beginnings. We also have these hills and water. This reminds me of the gorge on your way to the East Coast. There's, and then we have this little pond. Again, something about the sun, childhood. Okay, we're going to get some tarot, but I really love this energy, and it's early in the morning. It's still dark here in Aotearoa. But it's like the sun rising on the east, midday, and then setting in the west. Okay, don't mind me and my... I'm still tapping in. I'm going to use now the Millennium Tarot. Millennium Thoth. There's some kind of new beginning coming, and it's in the collective. I'm tapping into that energy, and it's the new beginning in the sense of being childlike or innocent. There's an innocence here, perhaps collective. A lot of you are tapping into your inner child energy, that joy of spontaneity, naivety, everything becoming like it's a new discovery, a new, you know, when you discover something new and you have that excitement and that spontaneity in your heart, and everything seems to feel like it just flows, like it's a new beginning. Oh my gosh, like it's a new day or a new, everything is new, right? So also when you're a child, every day is new. You don't kind of, you're in the moment, you're not dwelling or thinking about yesterday, and you're not dwelling or freaking out or thinking about tomorrow. You're just in that energy of like going with the flow. Oh, okay, can I have some energy on the ocean, please? Energy on the ocean. This is also summer. We're in spring at the moment in Aotearoa, but it's coming into summer. There's a lot of greenery as well, so that's also like new life, freshness, rebirth, fertility. This could be about fertility as well with children. Ebb and flow, that's like a menstrual cycle. The moon cycles. Energy on this ocean, please. I'm not taking reverses today. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that's prosperity. That's being abundant. Also money, but it's abundance. So ebb and flow, ocean, being abundant. Like the ocean is like such a beautiful, I can't even describe it. The energy of the ocean, the traditional Māori god for the ocean is Tangaroa, and he's masculine. And the ocean has depths and has so much life and spiritual depth that we haven't, humans haven't even explored all the depths of the ocean. But it's continual, it's forever, the tides are forever moving and shifting. It's continuously moving, it provides life. But I'm just thinking of all that abundance that the ocean holds. with the Ten of Pentacles. So there's something here about abundance. We have the Seven of Swords, interesting energy. Deception. We have a moon here, new moon. Aquarius energy. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. When your cups are overflowing. And we have the Prince of Wands. Inspired action. Something here with the Seven of Swords coming under that Ten of Pentacles. And then the Nine of Cups. Something here. I'm trying to tap into the Seven of Swords because it seems out of place with such positive energy. Something may have been blocked off from your ability to tap into your abundance, right? You know, when we're in that abundant energy where it's like go with the flow. And I think Esther Hicks talks about when you surrender and something about like the flow of a river, you know, the current, if you follow it, rather than fight against it, and you kind of block off and cut off your abundance, or you cut off the flow by struggling. Instead, if you just were to release and go with the current and go with the flow, you eventually end up where you were always supposed to be, which is, I guess, this being in that abundant flow state energy. But the Seven of Swords here is like when we cut that off, we cut off that energy of being abundant and we try to struggle against the current and make things harder for ourselves to achieve our wish fulfillment. But this flow of energy, this flow is so strong. Like if you think of the strength of the ocean, you can't cut it off. I don't know. I want some clarity on this Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? What's the message about? I guess it's like to stop struggling or going against your own flow state, your own abundance, because it's here. It's Ten of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. And then this Prince of Wands is like, he's just going for it, you know? He doesn't hesitate. His sole focus is to move, to take action. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Thank you. Nine of Wands. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So when we're children in childhood, you know, we grow up to be adults and then we have to learn that the world isn't exactly at this beautiful, wonderful, innocent place anymore. It is filled with, you know, challenges and hardship and experience, and we have to get knocked around, right? We need to be knocked around and sharpened and refined into, I guess, into adulthood, into life. And it's that depth, I think, which I'm picking up with the ocean, that depth of life force, life experience that knocks us around and can really, it sharpens us and shapes us. And I think that's why the Seven of Swords is here, because the Seven of Swords is like deception, right? It's when we block our own or others' abundance. And it's only because we've been through whatever it is we've been through. Everyone is the wounded warrior, you know, you've had this big battle, you've had to fight in the war, and then you're so you're tired. You don't necessarily, in the traditional tarot, he's wearing a bandage around his head because of, he's gone through a lot of things. But sometimes, that can block us off from achieving our fulfillment and going for things, really being passionate about taking action on things like a child wouldn't hesitate to go and spontaneously go and play, or run and explore something. So, but also the Nine of Wands is about not giving up, and even though you've been through the war and the battles, you still have the strength to go for what it is you wish for. That's the message. Go for what it is that you wish for, but is fulfilling to you. It's like these Nine of Cups are being filled with the water from the ocean, which is, I guess, the Ten of Pentacles. It's abundance, it's never ending. Like, you can never run out of ocean water. It just keeps replenishing itself. So there's something about replenishing your perhaps childhood dreams, going for your abundance, even though there's been, life can bring you down, and experience and being adulting, I think, is quite, it's a war zone in itself, being an adult and, dealing with adult life, but returning back to innocence. And I'm just thinking of that song from Deep Forest, Return to Innocence. If you haven't heard it, it's really sweet. I might put it in the comments, the link to Deep Forest song, Return to Innocence. Okay, tell me about childhood innocence. So we're returning back to innocence. I just want to read from the book, actually, the meaning of this card. Just pull some cards first, and then I'll read from the book the meaning of innocence, childhood innocence. The Tower. Yeah, the all-seeing eye. Change. Sudden change. It's like a catastrophe, an awakening. And the eye kind of reminds me of the light coming out of the cloud. So it's a sudden change, sudden shift. All right, let me see what the meaning is. I can find it. Tower's unexpected as well, so this may have been like a bit of a shock or a awakening, or all of a sudden, like you weren't expecting it. 29. 29 may be significant. The light from the heavens falls upon the children through the rays of the sun that illuminate their presence like a spotlight. The little girl reaches out to these bright beams, and these elements together portray an idyllic childhood activity for many of us who have had the privilege of exploring the natural world. The blanket of lush meadow grass embraces a small pond which leads to a distant valley, one that is darker and shrouded by very clouds. by the very clouds that also produce this remarkable play of light. In their exploration of the world, it's inevitable that these children will at some point lose their original innocence. So there's that Nine of Wands and Seven of Swords energy coming through, and we lose that innocence through, becoming an adult. It doesn't have to be a permanent loss, however. We don't need to live in constant fear and anticipation of such an event, nor do we have to reconcile the loss of that state of purity by constantly romanticizing the past and missing out on the present. The wisdom and faith we've accrued from our life experiences are keys to recapturing that state of innocence, and that's that life experience I talked about. The light that will guide us through any dark passage is the light of spirit. From within that connects us with Source, the ocean, the source. Finding our innocence once again, we become aware that it was never lost, just forgotten. And that's the Tower. The sudden shift of realization that all is not lost, or our innocence isn't lost. So it's like a return to innocence. And this can be a Tower moment for some, for the collective. It has to come down. That tower that we've built, that armor, those experiences, the hardships, the challenges, like, it's not to say that we haven't gone through them, but it's to say it's okay for the tower to crumble, for us to reinstate that childhood purity or innocence, reinstate spontaneity and exploration, because the tower can also represent ego and what we've built, what in the material world, in the 3D, what we've built up as a foundation for protection, and even as a structure of what's the word I'm looking for? Of achievement, what we've achieved in this lifetime as an adult. This can represent a home as well, but it's the crumbling of that, because the creator has a bigger plan. We were created in innocence, and so we've lost touch with that, or collective, with that abundance, because there's abundance, in that flow state, and it's coming back to it because it's wish fulfillment. It's emotionally fulfilling our cup, and not being afraid to explore that, or to take a risk, or to take a chance, or to take action. So tell me about the new beginning, which brings a new beginning, right? A new understanding, a fresh day, a new dawn, a new perception, a new way of life. Once the tower crumbles, you're left with nothing. You're left with building blocks to rebuild, to start again. For some, this can be an identity thing, an identity crisis of remembering who you are, as a child of the divine. Okay, we can't always be in flow state, but we can connect to it, we can feel it, we can act on it, we can experience it, we can bring it into our lives. And that could be quite a revelation for some, an eye-opener, an awakener. So tell me about the new beginning energy, please. Thank you. Oh, Three of Cups. Celebration, yeah. This is light-hearted energy, but it's also, again, the ocean filling up those cups. This is about being watered, nurtured, supported, feeling like you're not alone, that you're on, you know, this is also play, I feel. So playtime. That's so funny. Yeah, I recently had a download from a loved one, and their message was to play like a child, which is so interesting. So this is about play, and tapping into that play energy with others, filling each other's cup. You fill my cup, I fill your cup, and with our cups, you know, our cups will never be empty, kind of energy. I'm going to change my deck to, I think my battery is going to run out soon, but return to innocence. This is also about socializing, you know, like with your friends, your family, like-minded people, people that you enjoy your company, accompanying, celebrating the good things in life, celebrating celebrations. Can I have some more energy on this reading, please? It's a message here for collective. And that light-hearted energy is, it's not too, you know, it's not too serious. It's definitely not serious. It's not, there's no worry with the Three of Cups. There's no anxiety. It's play, you know, when you're playing, everything's funny, and you're going with the flow, and that's exciting because you never know what's around the corner to discover. There's something about discovering and exploring. Looking at life through, you know, a child's eyes, even. This can be about connecting with children, strengthening if you have children, seeing through their eyes, because everything looks new, brand new beginnings for the first time. I love this deck, so I want to see what energy comes up. Now I'm thinking of baby lambs in spring. Oh, Two of Swords. Yeah, don't close your mind off to it. Don't block it. Don't hesitate. Don't be stuck in indecision. Okay, I'll take these cards that came out. Nine of Swords. Yeah, coming out of anxiety. A lot of us get stuck in our head with anxiety. Four of Cups. A lot of us reject the offer of emotional fulfillment. Take a chance with the Knight of Cups. Go for what feels good in your heart. What feels right. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a younger child energy as well. With the Ten of Cups, because it brings total happiness. Ten of Cups is total, that's family, that's happiness, it's joy, it's longevity, it's oh, and look how cute they are. I think they're foxes. But they're babies. And the Page of Pentacles, it's also tapping into that, you know, childhood energy as well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to go too deep into it. I like this light-hearted energy, this flowy energy that has been presented in the reading. I hope it was able to help someone, and I will see you at the next reading. Ka kite anō.